was going to think about another story, except it disappeared from my brain. And rather than waste my time, I thought I'd start another one. Long ago, probably a decade ago, I was falling apart. I was like 50 years old, 20 years of eating a vegetarian diet because I studied macrobiotics in shiatsu school, and also my ex-husband was a vegetarian triathlete, so everything was optimized. So that's where my train of thought came from, was how do you optimize the body? And so I tested being vegetable-based, plant-based medicine healer, and I'm quite committed and quite willful, so I wanted to do my best. I ate organic. I sourced my food from the farmer. I would buy in 50 to 100 pound sacks of potatoes and onions and carrots, and I would juice, and I would make my own homemade bagels out of organic whole wheat flour. And I did this for 20 years because I wanted a better future for the children. And to do that, you have to practice everything that you're taught. And I studied with teachers. By 50, my teeth were dissolving in my mouth. My gums were wiggling in the sockets. And I was beyond myself, thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. Because my hair was all down on the floor, Actually, I was in Panama during the time of my worst moments, and the tiles there in this penthouse apartment that I was in, because I was working as a nanny in 2013, and I had just discovered collagen. My friend had wanted me to test it for my arthritis, and I did. And my teeth started feeling better. And I thought, this is a good business to get into, because collagen, if it helps regenerate people, then, I wouldn't have to spend the rest of my life being a body worker. Because that's what I did. To study my broken bones and my damaged nerve systems, I became a student of the bodies that were on my table. I studied body work to take care of me, because I had fallen off the Grand Canyon in 1992. So by 2013, I had spent 20 years palpating human flesh, and not in a sexual way, like most people think massage is, but in a technical way, in a logical way, because that's how my brain works. A brain that has been traumatized by, up to that point, probably 6 concussions. When you feel your body feeling better, you kind of tag onto the thread. So I was a vegetarian first and chicken second, because I could, you know, if I'm going to sell this product that is chicken based, I had to learn to respect the meat I was eating. So the collagen was a chicken cartilage proprietary formula made by a global industrial nutritional complex. And back then, you know, when you start anything, you don't know anything about it. You have to study, because, you know, we all weren't born with a manual how to take care of the human body. We actually learn by trial and error. And sometimes your loyalty gets in the way, because your loyalty is to profit, not to results. You know, someone said, this works. Okay, well, I'll buy it. Well, you know, sometimes you buy something and it doesn't work. And this one, it worked. My teeth were rotting. See, even if you get veneers and good dental work, you still have to work on your blood. The blood that's going to supply the teeth. You know, the whiter your teeth, the better the blood supply. The worse your teeth, the worse your blood supply. And I know this from experience. So I tested, and I still continued my vegetarian, you know, optimized diet, throwing in more and more chicken as the decade went on, and my teeth were saved. I still have them all, and they feel, though they don't look good, they still feel like bullets, because before they were chalky, flaky, you know, breaky kind of teeth texture. You know, it was like if I ate something that was too hard, I knew that my teeth would crack. And now I don't feel that same way. I can bite into a sandwich without thinking my teeth are going to get stuck in the bread. And I know that's how I felt 12 years ago. You know, 2008 began Pluto in Capricorn. When you go into your darkest shadows. You know, for a woman who has been studying how to stay alive since she fell off the Grand Canyon, it was my worst nightmare. No matter how much I felt like I was, you know, doing my best, I was failing, because my teeth and hair were not thriving in the solution that I had found for it. So every day I take 4 cubes of collagen made by a company that I know and trust, has made a formula that, as you can see my results, makes my hair and makes my teeth. But Humpty Dumpty and all of his men and all of his horses couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Meat can. This last year, I had gotten to another plateau of being a carboholic vegetarian who ate a little bit of meat to full-on carnivore, because I needed to experiment. I needed to practice. And, you know, 10 days, that's all I needed to do. 10 days of just eating meat. Because I know that 10 days changes blood cycles. You know, every fast that I've ever done as a vegetarian, it was always a 10-day experiment. Oh, I'm going to eliminate this meat and just eat rice for 10 days. I did that probably 20 times in my life, because I was trained as a macrobiotic cook. So I did all the remedies, all the cleanses, but I had never done 10 days of just straight meat. And what did I find afterwards? that when I reintroduced foods that I thought were superfoods, my body wanted to throw up. It wanted to say, hey, no, give me back my steak. I had to listen to my own body tell me what it wanted and what it didn't. And the result is, at 60 years old, this face. I just smacked my face again, October 1st of this year. You know, my whole nervous system has gone into shock. My osteopath told me I drove my face in my brain into the back of my skull. And now I have to repair that. And how do I do that? I rest. I cancel all of my appointments. I do whatever my body wants me to do. If it wants me to sleep, I sleep. If it wants me to be up, I'm up. If I feel tired, I rest. And if I feel I have energy, I take little careful steps to make sure that I'm reprogramming my nervous system to be at its best, because it wants to be at the best, not because my ego tells it that you have a schedule and that you have to be like back on track. Because, you know, I need to have my body to get me to the end. And yes, I do practice smiling every day, because these muscles will droop if I keep my bones and muscles at going down. I have to keep my muscles going up so the blood supply can actually get to my brain, right? These are the muscles that pump the blood back up into my head, and I've got to figure out how to keep my smile on. Welcome to my healing world. Thank you for listening to my story. I love you all so much. Have a great day wherever you are, and follow along, because I've realized that, you know, the algorithm wants me to do videos because they keep on sensing my memes as being a threat to society, and I am getting taken off right, left, and center because I'm just telling my truth to you.